Jamen, velkommen til denne Artist Talk med Sebasién Foucan. Du vil sige lidt til at starte? Ja. Jamen, vi har fået den store ære af Sebasién Foucan, og han er jo som grundlægger af free-running. Og jeg har trænet med ham 2 gange før, og jeg har haft sindssygt stor glæde af det. Jeg har fået så meget inspiration af ham. Så alt hvad han siger, det er guld værd. Det er ren guld. Men for Sebasiéns skyld, så går vi over til engelsk nu, så han også skal følge med i, hvad det er, vi siger. Så yeah. So yeah, of course we're going to do it in English, because that makes sense. Sebasién really wants us to have like an interaction together. So if you have any questions at all while he's talking about his experiences with life and stuff, just raise your hand or say anything if you want to. My relationship to Sebasién is of course that he was here a couple of years ago, and he has been a big inspiration for me. Seeing him the first time I saw him was in a documentary called Jump London, and Sebasién has been like one of the big inspirations for me besides Jackie Chan. So like that's kind of the same scale for me, so it's quite a big deal for me. But yeah.
Yeah, and he's the founder of free running, so we can hear a little bit more about that in a minute. Like every other kind of founders, they have their own kind of view at the surroundings. So when we trained with him last time, just walked the streets like a child, and every street corner was full of new opportunities. And it was such a fun kind of experience to be with him in that. And to feel his passion about everything. So give him a big hand.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See you. Hopla. Yeah, I'm not doing this. So embarrassing. So, hello, hi everyone. Thank you very much. I hope you all understand English because I'm going to speak only in English, not in French. Today I'm going to speak to you about my journey, my life, but it's not about, like, I give the description about the journey and the key element for success in life. The truth is I don't have the formula for the success in life, and when I talk about the key element is what I believe is the very important element in order to get in the right direction to the path of your true self, if I can say like this. And some of the stuff I'm gonna say, okay, as I say, I'm not a genius, so we won't be like rocket science, and I'm gonna come up with something you never heard, okay? It's more, I hope it's more something we're gonna be in alignment, or something like will strike your mind, and you say, yeah, you're talking about that, but how about that? You know, kind of stuff like that. So it's not like me sitting here and talking for hours and say blah 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 blah, and then say, oh my God, it's amazing. It's more like me saying my thing in my story, in my way, my journey, and at the same time interacting with you, if you mind. So it's very important. If you got any question, also you just raise your hand and I will just answer. But along the way, I will follow the track of my note. Okay, because very important, I don't want to miss anything. So I will start with a nice introduction. Then I will talk about the journey. For me, the element very important is the body, the mind, and the environment. For me, there are 3 very important points. And then after, I'm going to talk about the idea of exploring and the pioneer mindset, which is, for me, when we talk about artists, is very important. Those 2 things, exploring and become a pioneer, is not easy, but it's something, it's always in my head. So just to start with so if you never heard about me, so I started in France, in a small town called Lys. I would say even smaller than Næstved. Okay, it's very small town. And from being a child with no confidence, not being audacious, not the person who will try things. I was more a follower. I end up later on in my life working in the biggest stage in the world, working with Madonna for 6 months, like the biggest work ethic woman I've ever seen. Like, she's a superwoman, like I can say, in the work environment. And being in charge of a lot, she asked me to do a lot of stuff. So if you knew my psychology, how I was before and how I become, it's such a long journey. And that's something for me, it's very important. I try to share people. It's not like I'm not a superhero, someone who can stand in front of everyone, has got no fear. I was absolutely the opposite. I was the person who had absolutely no confidence. So I grew up in a family where I've got 2 older brothers and 2 younger brothers and a sister. So I'm kind of a middle. So when you're in the middle, you always try to looking for who am I, you know, because the first one knows what he's doing and everyone's follow, and then so on and so on. So my background is very important because also it's linked with the story of parkour and everything. But my background is deeply influenced by sport, traditional sport. My dad wanted me to be a football player. I never did. Maybe because I got 2 left foot, so I couldn't kick properly. But my dad want us, my brother and I, become a football player and make a career football player. But we have a very strong tradition in sport, traditional sport. My older brother did the Olympic, so he was like elite top athlete in France. So yeah, so sport for me was something a lot around my life. And also I was an artist, so I wasn't good at school, really bad at school. I never clicked, I never get it. But I had this passion for art. So for me, whatever happened in school, for me it was about just drawing. So the teacher's talking, I was just drawing. So now when people say, oh my God, you're good at drawing, it's because I spend a lot of time just drawing. That's as simple as this. So yeah, that's it. And the other bit, very important, is martial art. So there is a time, if you can understand, when you're someone who has no confidence, usually you never find it's not the ultimate truth, but you never find the teacher in your parents. You always try to find the mentor with someone else. And for me, when I was younger, I watched so many movies with a Jackie Chan movie and martial art and everything. And this guy just wasn't really good, and he find, like when they're all training, he was the worst in training. And then when there is a big trouble because the enemy is coming, he find out a old master who teach him the knowledge just to him, and he's become the savior at the end. So I grew up with so many movies like this in my head. So when I was younger, I was looking for a master. So each time I see someone a bit elderly, like a old person, I say, oh my God, he's the master. He's the master. So that was the mindset. So I always was into martial art, and I went to the shop store when you've got all this book in martial art, try to see if there is a secret in the book. So I was turning the pages. Oh my God! I don't know if you had something like that here in Denmark, but I've got like specialized book when a special store when you have like I don't know, it was like the Iron Fist or the I don't know, like there was always big name in the book, like I don't know, like the Death Touch and stuff like that. Like, you know, when you're a kid, I wanted to have like knowledge, so I was like reading all the books, maybe how I can fly, something like that. However, looking for a master or teacher, I find it, you know, when you ask something, I believe you have it. I don't know where it come from, but it happened. So I was looking for a way to learn something, and I find it in parkour. At this time, parkour is it's the word for obstacle course from point A to point B. It's just the name. It's the word parkour. And the first time I met David Bell, which is known as the founder of parkour. Some people say one of them, because we started as a group. We developed as a group. However, talking to me, it was very important to get into that, because and that's why also I believe a lot of people practice parkour now, is because there is something very specific with parkour, and it's linked with who we were as a child. That's why I'm talking now. I'm not really talking about the discipline. I want to talk more about the journey and who we are. And I always try to find out who I am. Like, I started with parkour, and I'm responsible for the mess after, because started with parkour with my friend, okay? Then we started to be a group, and I say, oh, let's call it Art du Déplacement. Okay, so I'm the first guy who started to put this name, Art du Déplacement. So it's a French word, so it's ADD, now it's named ADD, so it's already too current. And I bring also free running. So I don't know if you heard about free running also. I'm the guy who's responsible for that. I apologize for whoever think it's a mess. But I was on my journey of looking for myself. Okay, it's a personal quest. It's like you do a drawing, as I say. If I start to have a blank page and I start to do a drawing, and you just start the line, and someone say, "Oh my God, it's a dog." I say, "No, hold on, it's not finished." Like that. "Oh, it's a bird." Wait, keep on going. "Oh, it's a house." So literally, to summarize what's happened with free running, it's exactly like that. I started too early to name free running when I did Jump London. I literally say, okay, my friend's doing parkour, I want to do my thing, because Bruce Lee did his stuff, he called it Jeet Kune Do, so why can't I start my thing? So I call it free running, but I didn't know it would be like it is now, because it's just grow by itself and people take it and just develop the way it is. So free running is the way it is. And I'm known as the founder, which free running is more like, I would say, a mix with parkour and tricks and flips. Okay? But I can't even do tricks and flips. So it's just like, I'm the founder of it, but you do it better than me. So that's the truth. I can do backflip, everything, but not as good as, like you can see. So that was my path for parkour and free running. So parkour, for me, it's all about child play. I always say it started as a child play, it continues as a child play. When I started with my friend, when I see my friend, they were on a quest. I don't name them, they were on a quest. They have some like, I want to be like my father. Some people say, no, I want to be super good, whatever. For me, I just want to be with my friend. That's as simple as that. I'm with my friend, what we do is super cool. I just go with them. And I enjoy this time. That's the beauty with parkour. It's just, for me, it's just playing. Even now, there is people who does it as a proper training. I didn't understand the concept of training at this time. For me, training is like, I have no interest to push myself, except when I start to watch anime, manga. I don't know if you know about Japanese anime. So I watch a lot of manga also. So Dragon Ball and stuff like that. So they keep training themselves. So I say, oh, that's cool, let's train. So I trained because in the anime they were training, as simple as that. So and I become strong and say, oh my God, I've got muscle. So so that's my culture. That's how I started. But still, I was on a journey. And I always, you know, like when you're in school, people say, what do you want to do in your life? What is your purpose? What do you want to do? I don't know. Say, oh, maybe you want to be a doctor. I don't know. So, okay, you better go in school and study and be, but first of all, as I say, I was out of track and I have no clue. It's very hard to answer to this question, what do you want to do? Even now, some people like 50, 60, they still don't know what to do. So that's a true story of my life. That's what in my academy, that's what I teach. Through parkour, I help them to develop and find their way. Not saying like, what do you want to do in your life? That's not how it works. So yeah, I started parkour, but parkour has this stuff, very particular, and I think it's maybe the only discipline where you have the choice. Like you come up to, you're just walking with your friend, and then you see this stuff, it's like, oh, you know, and you see it, like you've got something blocking you, like, and you've got these things like analogy is life, you've got a choice. Okay, it's like, oh my God, can I do it or not? So you're talking to yourself. And that's, for me, that's the part of the analogy of life. I didn't understand at the beginning because I was on a journey of the body. It's like more like, how can I be strong? So all my friends, how can we be strong? But with my life, this is where I start to understand like parkour has this stuff, like this idea of choice. You make the choice, you do it, and say, oh my God, and you have this sense straight away, this feeling of I achieved something, you know? You know, like you can play football, you score, but you can play tennis, whatever, but this is very particular. You've got this sense of achievement every single time. It doesn't have to be risky, it doesn't have to be big, but you have like this, like dose of like something like congratulation every single time. You can spend one day, say, oh my God, I achieved. Sometimes you don't make the jump or something like that, but you say, oh my God, today I did something. So you got this all the time. And that was very particular. That's why I start to get hooked with these things. Because in school it didn't work, wherever I go it didn't work. But parkour was my master. That was the place when I have fear and I have confrontation all the time. So I went from this journey. Oh, it's not, it's another note. This one doesn't work. Too many paper. Okay. So yeah. So my background of art. I was so much into art. And people say, what do you want to do? I wanted to be an artist. But the world of artists is like, for me, in France, it was like very crazy because you didn't know. It's not like fixed. It's not like, okay, I want to do this. I apply, I'm this. It's like artist is like, it's organic. It's like you do your thing. And even you're not recognized, you're still an artist. But there is this idea of like entrepreneur. You need to have a bit of entrepreneur and a bit your artist with his link with your heart. But the guy who's got the art doesn't have the entrepreneur. And the guy who's the entrepreneur doesn't have the art. So it's kind of a yin-yang stuff I was when I was young, because I was so into the art and I have no idea how to make money or how to succeed as an artist. And no one could tell me. In my surrounding, there is nobody. So, and then when I did parkour, I never expect we're going to do something. It's just happened like, that's also very important. I will talk to you about passion. Passion is everything. See? For me, it's more important to have passion than to have to know like what I want to do in life. Because passion will always lead you somewhere. That's what I believe. And when we started to do parkour, trust me, it's like nobody cares. We're just like doing this thing, and it was like we were on the rooftop. No one look at us. They don't care. I'm on a tree. They don't care. Whatever I do, they just don't care. But when you do with passion, you do so long. That's something, you cannot be beginners all the time. So we start to reach a certain level, people start to say, oh my God, that's interesting what you're doing. Okay, wow, that's amazing. So from being like this, it goes like that, it takes years. So then after one person take a tape, videotape, bring it on TV, show it on TV, and then that's the rest is history. It's just like, that's where we realize we have something. But before, I could stay in my small town, Lys, very small town. I was enjoying it. But as you can see, like from this, where no plan, nothing planned at all, to get on TV, split with the friends because of the success and everyone's got different choices and everything. Then after me make my decision, okay, I'm not interested in this. I want to teach. I want to have a place where, because my parents also condition me and teach me like, you need to have a diploma, you need to have a job, safe job. And so I tried to make with parkour at this time something secure. So I had my association. I went to see the mayor of my town, tried to make like insurance stuff and everything, get an indoor place. While my friends say, no, the true parkour is outside and everything. So all this stuff happened. And deciding to do only documentary because I was upset. They say like parkour is just jumping from one roof to another roof instead of whatever, burning cars. I'm just like, no, my discipline is an art, like that's where, that's how I talk about parkour and everything. So my discipline is an art. It's like how you see the environment differently. It's about connecting your mind, your body, and your environment and everything. No, yeah, okay, where's the big jump? Could you show me the big jump? So for me, I know, if I do a documentary, I can explain the deepest stuff I can feel in my heart. That's the starting point. And from this choice, Jump London. From Jump London, Jump Britain. From Jump Britain, Madonna saw me. Oh, do you want to be in my confession tour? No, do you want to be in my video clip? So I'm in video clip with Madonna, no plan, nothing, no like short term, medium term, long term, nothing like that. It's literally, the ball is rolling. So I do this. I'm doing video clip with Madonna thinking, oh, I'm not a dancer, I'm doing this, that's brilliant. So that's it, it's gonna be finished. Guess what? Contacted with Pinewood Studio for James Bond. I barely speak English. So I said, hold on. I've never done any acting. I barely speak English. And now they cast me to be in a James Bond movie. So there is the circumstances. Sometimes it's like eclipse. It's just like once in your life. But everything is driven by passion. That's why I say if you've got a passion, keep on going with your passion. Doesn't mean you can't do anything to the side, but the passion is everything. So then I end up in the alleyway seeing all this wallpaper of James Bond. I'm like, oh my God, am I going to work in a James Bond? Nah, come on. Because my dad, when I was young, like James Bond is like, it's legendary. So for me, it's like, nah, come on. Then they say to me, yeah, we want you to be in a James Bond movie. Wow. Knowing also, they didn't know I've got vertigo. So then they show me this model with the crane and everything. I said, oh yeah, you see, that's what you're gonna do. So for me, it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna work on the crane? How high is a crane? Like even like you play on a rooftop in my small town, the rooftop is not bigger than this one. So, and we've got Dame du Lac, which is the biggest, But with my friend climbed Dame du Lac. I never climbed Dame du Lac. You know, I climb now, but at this time, Dame du Lac was just like the highest things I've ever climbed. So it was such an achievement. And then you see the crane is like 5 times, 6 times bigger than Dame du Lac. So for me, it's like, oh. Because when I climbed Dame du Lac, that was enough. I said, that's my achievement. Good, I've done it, nothing else. Because I don't like height. I don't like height. So you see, circumstances, challenges, that's what happened. So I end up in a James Bond movie, find my way to get on this crane, find my way to do something like amazing for them, because it's a job, so they want you to be amazing. It's not like just like, oh, we like you, so you go there. Okay, from Madonna, from working on James Bond to working with Nike, also same. I think Nike was the turning point, just to let you know, because my friend David, which I was kind of always behind because I was very comfortable having my friends doing the stuff. So it's cool. As I told you, my mindset was the following mindset. So for me, being with my friend, they're all good, great. Okay, let's do the stuff, I'll be there. But then my friend went in Thailand, and then we've got this contact from Nike, and say, oh yeah, we've got one video where there will be all the group, one video there will be this guy, David, and then one video is going to be you. Oh yeah, cool, I've got one video for me. But at this time I was so naive, I didn't expect like they want spectacular. Which for me is like, this is where I'm playing, this height is good. So when we did the Reiki, they were always watching like, oh, how about that? I was like, no. So I had to train myself to get to this point, like what I need to do is figure out what it is to be, how can I say that? What it is to be, what was acceptable for them, for the commercial, okay? And also, it was the quest of finding my true potential. Because sometimes people recognize in you something you don't even see. And that was my journey. I always say that. For me, the truth of everything, like from doing parkour, trying free running, what is it? Try to find a name for what I do. Now I know I'm an explorer, and we all explore. And that's the truth of where I am now. And when I was at this time, this is what I discovered. It was all about trust and belief. All the world was about trust and belief. I never believed in myself. And my friend never said to me, you've got something. Even they're my friend. Because sometimes you can have your friend or your family, they're next to you, and they don't even tell you that you're good. Or even you're not good, like we call positive reinforcement, they don't give you positive reinforcement, like I do with my students. And it's so important. It's like, as I say, it's like sometimes you hear and you, what I learned very well is to fake it in order to make it. That's something I was forced to do, literally. It's like in my head, someone said, oh my God, what are we gonna do? And then I had to create a new persona and say, leave it to me. I'm gonna do it, man. See? But my body's like, oh my God. And it didn't start straight. If I was straight from like Madonna Confession Tour and 50,000 people, oh my God, I would pin my pants. I would have, because it's like, it's too much. But I built up. I don't know how. If it was written, it was well written, but it really built up from like tiny interview to like you have to do something for the TV or Channel 2. You're just with your friend, you're jumping behind, kind of. It's a bit scary, but you're still behind. Then a tiny bit you come in front. Then after you choose you for the commercial, it's you. Like they're really pointing you, like, okay. Then you watch the script, you have to do the Reiki, so you have to choose what you're going to do, so you cannot choose how about jumping from here to there? Because I say, no, we're not paying you to do that. What is that? So and then you start the training, the real training. Because now I say, okay, what is real training? Training has to be appropriate with the goal. So now I knew this is the commercial, this is where I'm going to move, so I better train to get an alignment with this. So I did this. So from doing this, jump London, jump Britain, jump London, more with the friend all together, jump Britain, okay, now you're kind of like the star of the show, kind of. And again, that's not my personality. I'm not a person who likes to be in front. That's not the star thing, I don't understand. I'm an artist. For me, it's just like, if I can pay the bill, you leave me in my house, I just do this. Why are you doing this? Because I like it, I feel it. So that's my mindset. But I don't know how, but I end up in the entertaining world. And the entertaining world is a different beast. It's a different beast. So, talking about the body, because I've said 3 elements, body, mind, and environment. I understand the body. At the beginning, I don't understand the training, but I start to, with my friend, understand the training. But I truly understand the body when my body was completely broken after James Bond and Madonna. It's like literally, it took me 2 years to come back because my Achilles tendon, my back, everything, you name it, I was like, I was a mess. That's why now very deeply I understand whatever you do is entertaining or competition, the word goes with it is sacrifice, and you sacrifice your body. Then that's where you need to choose what do you want in life. For me, it's well-being is everything. So I wanted to, my body is a vehicle and I wanted to respect it. So I am back to a completely different journey, because what we do in parkour, what we do in life, we try to find harmony, which is the hardest part in life. It's not being extreme. It's the one in the middle is always in motion. So for me, it's like I try to find, harmony. So the body says, okay, now I respect you now. I got it. Let's heal properly. How do I heal properly? Then after the mind, how do I reconnect with my mind? So the target, and how do I use my brain? What do I want to do? So it took me a long time to understand what do I want to do, until I realized it's not really about knowing something like point something with your finger. It's more like see the big pictures. It's the vision. And that's where I realized I'm an artist. So all I wanted to do is I want to live with artists, okay? Live as an artist and to be surrounded with artists. That's my place. Whatever happened, I'll be happy. It saved me so much, because now everything came. My agent called me and said, oh yeah, now there is this thing called dancing on ice. Do you want to do it? We know you're going to say no. So first of all, I was really in the mindset like embracing challenge. And I say, how dare you say, how do you know I'm going to say no? So because they say I'm going to say no, I literally say I'm going to say yes. And it was an artistic environment, entertaining. So I was on a journey of learning things. So I learned a lot. So all my thinking is always turning through art. That's how I do my thing. So there is this. And then also there is the environment. So for me, it's always like the journey from being a caterpillar, I always say that, to become a butterfly. It's like we were a caterpillar. And I think everyone's got that. You know inside, deep inside, even you won't say it loudly. Say, I've got something in me. You know, I always have this, always. I cannot name it, but I always feel kind of, it's a bit egotistic, but I was special, you know. But I will never say it, like I was really, but it's something in me. I don't know why, but I know I've got, come on. It's like your camera, okay, and everything is your story. Everyone is part of in my screaming, like out here. For example, for you, the story is your story. You see me, but it's about you. Does it make sense? Okay. So this is it. And that's what we've got since we're in school, because everything happened to us. So it's like that's it. But we will never. Some will say yeah, but normally, modesty, you kind of like well, okay, that's life. And I was there, and for me it's a lot of struggle from school, from a lot of struggle, and for me it's like choose between struggling, not doing what you like, or struggling, do it what you like. And I made the choice. Since this point, everything started. I say, oh my God, I will struggle. It won't be easy, but I do exactly what I want. So when I was working, I just quit, because I was working in firefighter towers, like doing this stuff like this, and I hated it. I said, yeah, my God, it's painful, and I don't like it. So I say I'm going to do something painful, like art, because I maybe don't make a living and everything. It's very hard to pay the bill, but at least I do what I like. So that's how I make my choice. And that's why I always say that the journey for the caterpillar to become a butterfly is how to overcome the rock. It's from having recognition. Everyone has a different definition of recognition, right? But for me, it's recognition from my true self, okay? Recognition, then I call it the rock. Recognition, okay? Then you start to have opportunities. That's why it's to start from, what is that? Oh my God, you got opportunities. And then after the last one is you create your opportunities. That's when at the highest level. You're so powerful that literally you can create your stuff. In the world of entrepreneur, it's literally, I create my own thing. Literally you generate your own force, like the own energy. That's very hard to get there. I'm still trying to get there. But along the way, I don't know if you know Lord of the Rings. Okay, so I say you have to face the orcs. Okay, ORCS. Obstacles, okay, risk, choice, and sacrifice. And everyone faces that every single time. Okay, wait, I go to James Bond, the crane, okay. I work with Madonna. She said, okay, you draw the stage, you do the casting, and you do the choreography, and also every single new venue, I need a new choreography. So, can I just do my part, like just one choreography, and I do this for 6 months? No. You need to work. So that's the stuff. And for me, it's oh my God, I've never done that. So I wanted to be just the good soldier. Say, no, you'll be the lieutenant. You're going to work. And you're going to choose, and you have to leave people. So that was really tough because I wasn't ready for that. So all this stuff, you have choice to make, sacrifice. I broke my wrist on Madonna Convention tour, big sacrifice. 1 week before we start the show, I had a phone call from her. She say, everyone say it won't work. No, I need your word that it's going to work because it says too dangerous. I say, and boldly, okay, I say, yes, it's going to work. Okay, that's it. And then 1 week before I fall and I broke my wrist. So I give my words. And in the world of parkour, old school, how we were, it's all about words. For us, it's like we were like conditioned in a Braveheart mindset, warrior, or whatever. So whatever we say, it's like I go, so I give my word. And when people say, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm going to do it. So piece of wood, strap it, and for 6 months. So I literally, it's not glorious for the body, but I went through a journey of pain because of that, because I give my word. So, but it's sacrifice. It's nobody to blame except me. I make the choice. I did it. So, as I say, so face the orcs. Very important now in the world of parkour, freeing everything. I always encourage people to not follow. But it's not only in parkour, in generally speaking. I think we're not supposed to follow. We need to find intuition is a sense, and we need to keep on going and follow our intuition. And so much now, as I say, with this discipline, we started with the idea of freedom and exploring. Sometime you can watch on YouTube, you see people kind of following. And I don't say it's easy, but that's my way of, as an artist. If I see Van Gogh haven't been recognized. He was in his field, like doing whatever, thinking, oh, no one like me and everything and whatever. And now it's just like, wow, that's amazing. Okay, it's literally amazing what he's doing. I think now he's wherever he is, he's just, ah. But anyway, but it was so unique what he's doing. Same like Picasso and like you name them, any artist you can name them, Jimi Hendrix and everything. There is this uniqueness, and we have this every single person here. We're not dressed the same. We're not dressed the same. The variety of how we dress is so different, and that's what I try to inject in the mindset of whoever I'm working with. Is this idea of don't follow. I spoke with people. We're talking about grades in parkour and stuff like that. I say, yeah, and of course, if you the value of parkour, we have no grades. We need to keep it pure as it's supposed to be. But if you're an explorer, you don't care. You try, doesn't work, you take it off. There is a reason for that. But those guys I met, they had the idea, but they didn't do it because they think, oh yeah, but what the community will think. And oh yeah, but how are they going to judge us? Who cares? For me, it's like, who cares? Do it. If you feel it's something you need to explore, you need to do it, because this is how we build stuff together. Steve Jobs with his iPhone, now we've got the iPhone. Even somebody says, oh, too much with the iPhone. However, even it's still the concept to Xerox packs, but anyway. So even that, the idea of not having a stylist and everything, it come up with this. You know, I want that. So you've got a vision, you follow that vision, and I do this. Parkour came like that. We didn't create it. It was here before. You know, like 2 legs, 2 hands. Put some walls, trees, and bars. Any kids will go through, and you call it parkour. That's my belief, okay? We are responsible for the fashion phenomenon. I was here at the point, great, but the ultimate truth, our superpower, say we're talking about the body, the vehicle, is the brain. I can train as much as I want, swimming, strength, whatever. I will never match a gorilla in strength. I will never run faster than a cheetah. I will never swim faster than a dolphin. And I can, even someone say, I give you 90 years more to keep practice, and 90 years in your full strength. No chance, no chance. This is their superpower. Our superpower is the brain. So I say we need to use our brain. This is who we are. So so that's it. So very important to explore. So if you've got questions, you better start now. So that's it. So for me, it's very important. We're explorer, and the concept of pioneer for me is everything. Pioneer doesn't mean you're going to be followed. You need to come with something coming out of your head. People say, that's a crazy idea. Yeah, that's just an idea. Any question?
Yeah. So you talk a lot about the body and you talk a lot about the mind, but how about the spirit or the spiritual concept or the soul? Or
yeah. What do you want to know about the soul and the soul?
I wanna see how you how you view that part. Do you think that's important as well? Do you think it's part of the mind? Or?
It's important, but it's very personal. It's almost like religious. Yeah. It's become. Some people don't need it. They live their life. They die. Never care. Don't care. I live well. Finish. Okay. What's happened next after death? Who knows? We'll see when we'll be dead. So the spiritual aspect. I'm very spiritual. I'm really, really spiritual. But for me, it's personal. It's like for me, it's like la broderie. I don't know if you know the word, like something. It's around. It's like, okay, that's just a table. No, it was a tree. It was a 10,000 years old tree, and it's wood now. And inside there is still the life of the tree. You know, like kind of, you know, that's spiritual, you see. Some people say, no, that's not my table, I just put my feet. But someone say, no, I respect. So it's the way how you do it. Some people will smoke, okay, smoking. But the real smoker, like the people from Amazonia, or the tribe, and the Indians, they smoke, but it's not the same smoke. It's like, look, they talk about the ancestor. There is a moment where you need to do it. Not now. It's like, wait a minute. You know, it's an experience. And I think for me, spirituality is an experience. It's something like you're sensitive to it or you're not. Depend on how you are. For me, it's very linked with art. Some people can be in front of a canvas. It's like, yeah, whatever. And some people will stay, oh my, and then literally cry. Say, what are you doing? Because it goes there. It's like music. I listen to music, sometimes I can cry with the music. Why are you crying? Can't explain. It's there. It's like, and we have that. It's not something we can explain. Spirituality is the same. There is no point to argue and talk. It's just like, man, you don't feel it. I'm sorry for you, but I feel it. I can watch a movie, and that's my spirituality. I watch a movie. There is a script and everything, and I take something completely out of the movie. So, yeah, but that was the movie. Yeah, but it took me. I got it. It touched me. Got the message, director. But it's how you interpret it. But I think it's important. Parkour has a very deep spirituality into it. If people understand the connection, the body, the mind, the soul, the spirit of the environment. Okay, you can have a rock as a dead rock, and you can have a tree. The tree is alive. People say, yeah, but I don't feel. No, a tree is alive. So if you climb bare hand, a tree, you direct connection with the tree. And maybe the tree can talk, but if you use your brain, your superpower, you know, like, if I can't talk, and someone touch me here, I'm more sensitive here, okay, but I feel it, right? But I'm still here. So for me, the tree is exactly the same. But it's like, yeah, but what does it do? I don't know, but it is alive. It's different than this. And that's, if people say, oh yeah, I want to connect with my true self and everything, and people is very into meditation and very into, there is so many things. Like I said, there is trance, and like you go in Amazonia, they talk about Ayurveda, I don't know, no Ayurveda, ayahuasca, sorry. Have you heard about ayahuasca? Yeah. See, so people talk about ayahuasca and everything. Someone say, oh yeah, it's just a drink, you good. Yeah, but you know what? See, it depends on, it's like about frequency and where you are, a vibrationary level. like radio, you know. If you're not there, say, yeah, I can't hear nothing, because you're not tuned. But if you just go in this, and I think it's like everything. There is a truth in this planet, which I don't know. I don't know the truth, I'm not that. But I believe there is a truth. Like when Tesla say, if you want to know about the secret of the universe, just think about energy and frequency and everything. That resonates to me. I got it. That's why sometimes you meet someone, maybe he's a carpenter and I do parkour, and you clicked just like that. It's just like, we haven't talked, but we so understand. And then another guy does parkour, I talk with him, so I don't know what he's talking about, but we're not in the same page. That's tuning. That's where you're just kind of same level. And there is many people you just like, oh my God, I get so well along with this person so quickly. It's because of this, and I can't explain. I'm not a scientist. I've got no idea, but I'm very sensitive, and I do feel. It goes from intuition. And for so long, I never listened to my intuition, and I did it through pain. Broke my wrist because I didn't listen to my intuition. Lost a lot of money because I didn't listen to my intuition. But my intuition telling me, as much as I say, hey, be careful. You know, I clearly say to you, be careful, but I denied. Because I've been taught to listen to facts, my eyes, what I heard and everything. But my intuition telling me something is wrong there. I say, no, because I'm a warrior. I'm going to go through. Say, give me my knife. I'm going to go through. Yeah, I went through it and it hurts. So now, because I've got more experience and I've been to my journey, I haven't finished. It's a long journey. Maybe tomorrow is finished in this materialistic body. However, now I listen to my intuition. So, question? Because speak for hours, be careful.
Yeah, so you talk about entrepreneurship. And
about what?
Entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the vision you have, like, I feel like I've started for myself doing videos, and I feel like my vision is like constantly changing. I'm like, I feel like I want to do something at a very far point, but it's like I can't, like, it's so strange to find the right path. So like,
but there is none.
Talked about it before.
There is none. Like Steve Jobs say, you cannot connect the dot looking forward. You can only connect the dot looking backward. Makes sense. This is it. And that's where it's, oh my God, it's true. Because he was so close to his death. So now wisdom's come. Boom. So, oh my God. Because you don't have time. So now you come up with truth. No bullshit. It's like, oh my God. And it's absolutely that. That's why now you understand when I say we're explorer. Now it makes sense. If I say I'm a guy who does parkour, it doesn't help me for my life. Even you can't find it. I do free running. Now, if I say you're an explorer, now you face your life, say, oh yeah, it's true. I was doing that, now I'm doing that. Doesn't make sense. Everyone try to tell something makes sense, but you say, I just don't know. I just tried this, and then I had this opportunity. It's like we open doors. It's like, oh my God, there's 2 doors. Choice, which one? That one. Oh, oops, I don't wait. I'm gonna go. That's what we do. I talk with my parents. If I look at them, this is what they've done. If I say, yeah, but now I do this job, but I say, is that really the job you wanted to do? Not really, because before I wanted to do that. And why did you do that? Because then this person say, you can do that, and maybe we will let you do this, and then you do this and this and this and this. And what I say is my story, but you can relate it to that. It's just like, yeah, it's true. You've got a lot of stuff like that when you're constantly changing, and there is a choice you make. Sometimes you say, I regret I didn't make that choice. Why you didn't make it? Because I was scared. You see, fear. Fear is a big subject in parkour. The subject of fear. So, yeah, but link with death, link with lost something, losing something. More you practice parkour, more you understand the philosophy, then you embrace the philosophy. Once you got the philosophy, you use it for your life. When you're a teenager, it's okay, you keep practice, keep jumping. When you become like me, like 43, I'm not really interested in going to a rooftop and jumping. I'm gonna break myself. No, I got it now. Thank you, master. I'm gonna use it in my life. That's why when I do choice, okay, why did you move from France to UK? Choice. I did the jump. So everyone said, oh my God, but how are you gonna leave? I have no idea. I just did the jump. Exactly like parkour. I just, because we know when we practice, you have to commit, and you need some momentum. That's the beauty with parkour. It's very, very precise. Martial art, yeah, anything, yeah, but parkour, very precise. You cannot do this jump like small, yes. The big one, you better commit. Okay, you need to definitely. I go over there. I may crash myself over there, but you better run, step properly, and commit. Analogy in life, commit. And the only way to commit is your goal and your purpose. If you don't have goal and purpose, you're gonna hurt yourself. Once you've got a goal and a purpose, you're almost ready to die for it. And that's the secret for me in parkour. That's why also sometimes there is jump I don't do, because that's not my purpose. I'm not interesting. Absolutely not interesting. Give me a right purpose and then I will achieve everything. That's as simple as that. So yeah, did I answer to the entrepreneur? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Any question? Yeah.
You have a kid, right?
Yeah, two.
2 kids.
Yeah.
So how do you teach them about society and all the stimuli going on? And
I
to-
don't.
to
Yeah.
hear themselves, you know.
I don't teach them. I don't believe in teaching. I believe in inspiration. I'm a strong follower of Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee died in 1973. Never did any commercial to say, hey Seb, make sure you buy my book. No. Did he say about philosophy? Make sure you listen to my philosophy, how clever I am. No. Is his daughter came to say something to me? No. He just shines through his true self so much that for me, from what I'm looking for, it's like you scan. I need this person. And that's what we do in life. We scan. If the person it's not the truth, but tell the things you're looking for, you're gonna go through it. That's what I do with my daughter. If daddy, and I'm daddy, if daddy says something, so boring. So literally my behavior, I try as much as possible to be myself, the closest to myself. So I can shine and I can see, hey, Dad is doing, so she's got the picture. Even I die tomorrow, she's got a picture of what I try to do. Even she doesn't understand today, later on, sooner or later, she will get it. That's my faith. I believe in that very deeply. Musician, I can listen to music. Oh, I love every music, every lyrics he's saying. It resonates to me so much. But this guy didn't do it for me. He do it because his true self, and he just did it. Sometimes we want too much teach. Teaching doesn't exist. There is student, we all student, and there is knowledge out there. And it's us to just literally, yeah, okay, I'm gonna listen to this. Oh yeah, that's so good. And sometimes even you listen to someone you follow and say that was bullshit, I don't follow anymore. Because we are explorer again. And my daughter are explorer too. So what I do, I create an environment which as much as I can, which make in favor what they need in order to grow, like a plant. They're the seed, okay? I put oxygen, light, change the pot and everything, water, okay? You see, feed, but don't bother. Don't get because it's because as an explorer, say, yeah, but I want to explore by myself. That's how they say. We want to be butterfly. We're already crawling. So if I put you stuff in you like burdens, but what you want, that's me. And if my daughter does parkour, and it's too much parkour, oh, your dad is this and that, could you imagine the burdens? And then inside, I need to find myself. That's what I try to do with my daughter. That's my artistic side. That's, as I told you, it's like martial art, spiritual, like philosophical with martial art, artistic deeply, and the understanding of sport and the body.
Yeah, you talk a lot about passion.
Passion, yeah.
Yeah. But what about self-discipline towards yourself and your family?
About, yeah.
Self-discipline.
Yeah.
Just in general about you and your family.
If you got passion, you got self-discipline. That's my belief. Some people say, oh, he's passionate, he's go all over the place. No. Passionate, there is focus, there is a strong fire, strong energy to go there. With passion, you do everything. So I do have self-discipline, okay? They can see it, but it's driven by passion. So where's Dad? Oh, he's out. But it's 4 o'clock, where is he? It's not discipline for me, it's just like, it's just a call. It's like the call of the wild, you know, like it's a voice, something like tell me, do this. That's why people do stuff, sometimes you don't know why. Why is doing this? It's passion. Passion is the most powerful fuel you can ever find. And with passion, sometimes all the good attributes get along with it. Dedication, persistence, determination, never give up, whatever you call it, and whatever. This is it. I like this silence.
Yeah.
But how would you try and define passion? Because it's a very hard thing to kind of like, we sort of all agree that we sort of know what passion is,
Yeah.
but trying to define it as in which actions or which
Why do
things
you want?
represents passion.
Why do you want to define it?
It's mostly because a lot of time people have a notion of what passion is, and then they try to find that, and when they don't find it, they basically ruin their lives searching for passion. So what you're basically saying is that trying to define it is.
I think it's, correct me if I'm wrong, it's more like to understand from point of view of people who doesn't have passion. That makes sense? Is that this what you try to understand? Like, how does, by making a definition, people can probably find their passion, and what is the passion? No? Because for me, I don't try to define passion. Passion is there. It's like I don't even see the point of defining it. I can understand now if someone say I've got no passion. So I will say you need to find out where is your childhood, because when you were a child you had passion. It's just because you enter. It's like Peter Pan, because you become a pirate and you forgot who you were. I don't have the tools, but you need to find out who you were, where you were when you were a child. And that's where the passion is. Because when you're a child, you just try everything. You're a true explorer. It's only when you become an adult, oh no, football is not for me. I don't like tennis. I don't like music. I don't like, we're just like, nye, 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 nye. Kids, they don't know the name. You just give an example. You bring kids here, you don't say anything. We put racket, tennis ball, whatever, parkour shoes, anything here. Like this, you put like button, like stuff you can push. They're gonna try everything. They go all over the place. That's true explorer. That's where we lose the track with the school, academic. Sit down. Like when your superpower is like your brain is like this. Your body wants to expand, okay? And then for the good reason, we try to teach something. Like we've got some good items. I think it's good to know in your life, okay? This and this and this. Okay, it's great. Good thinking. But kids' mindset is like, okay, now sit down, listen, stay there, don't move. No. It's like it's crazy. In the brain, it's crazy. Play is everything. Playful is everything. Unfortunately, sometimes it's a bit utopia when I'm going to say it's supposed to be different. It's supposed to be organic. It's supposed to be playful. It's almost like when I do teaching, I always say the best is one-on-one. But you cannot do one-on-one with 200 kids. But normally the ultimate is one-on-one. This is where you go straight, because everyone is particular. Everyone is so particular. Got a different attention, want something different. Because today I want to explain how we create a table, right? Which can be very interesting, right? But the kids coming say, no, I'm not interested. No, I'm interested in this. I want to touch this. And what I'm going to say, okay, hold on. Just listen to me. Because if you do this, then the other one is there, and the other one is there. I can't teach my thing I prepare for you, so I need to teach you that. So that's my agenda against their true calling. And passion was linked with that, but we cut it with the sword or with everything. We just cut it at the beginning. Me, as I said to you, when I was younger, I never cut it. Because when the teacher say, listen to me, what did I do? She take my paper I was drawing. Okay, fine. I'm a bit frustrating. Then I look by the window and I watch outside. Oh, the cat is doing this. Oh, do you listen? What? Oh yeah. You see? So I never disconnect. So there is two sides of the coin. It wasn't good because I wasn't really good at school. But however, I stay the lost child. You know, Peter Pan. I like Peter Pan because it's really on point. Okay, you become a pirate, or we still have that. That's why some people say, oh my God, like in parkour, for example, let's go to the floor, we're going to crawl. Some people like go straight. They go on the floor, crawling. Some people say, everyone's going to watch me. I see. But everyone does parkour, they can go on the floor, roll, don't care. They just, when you've never done this and you become an adult, you've been through a long journey of conditioning, very, very hard. I call it the invisible wall. Because there is a wall in parkour, but this invisible wall, you can see it. It starts in school when they're about, start early, maybe 10, 11, kind of stuff like that. At the beginning, lower, you say, we do this, they just do it, okay? Some will say, I don't like it, but it's okay. But however, they all do it. But there is a lot of kids at a certain age, teenager a lot, if you go to school and you say, let's do that, look how they behave, sir. Because it's judging. With something we create in the society is how we judge. We're school is a very tough moment because that's where we judge and we're very sharp. Okay, hey, he's fat, hey, he's tall, hey, he's black, hey, he's this, and it goes super quick, super quick. You come with I come like this, with dress like this, I like my dress, okay? So, they're gonna, oh, see? It's like very, 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 very strong judging, very strong. As a defense, what do? You try to be, let's fit like a chameleon. Let's be all together the same. So it's not, I'm going to make a little bit of my style is this, but not much. So I can go through. So I go through, okay? That's the starting point where we get everything like this. And as an artist, you can see an artist go all over the place. That's why I say the environment is everything. When I say body, mind, environment, that's why I'm looking for the environment, because Picasso, he's got his place to do this, right? If I'm a chef and I'm cooking, I can't be a chef without having my place when I cook and all my stuff and all the stuff, okay? If I'm like someone who works with the car, I can work with the car without having my tools. So I need that. And that's exactly the same thing. That's why when we go in life, sometimes, I don't care. Even like the room, when you go to your bedroom, I see, and I look at the bedroom of my daughter, this is the brain. I say, you need to think a little bit of your brain because it gives it back. You work on it works on you. So it goes both ways. And that's something also I learned also from parkour, because parkour makes you very sensitive to your environment, more than so many people. They just see a bench. For us, it's not a bench. Oh, we can do balance, and we can do this, we can do cat pass, we can do this. Like the bench doesn't exist anymore. We completely deconstruct the purpose of the bench. And it leads you further and further for the society when you think about, yeah, but is it like only the artist does it? Is the chair has to be exactly like that? Or why did they put, and then there is people who design it, okay? It's like a fork is like, but they're a different type of fork. But when you take your car, sit down on a car, and then all the wheels are kind of round, but maybe I want it square, or maybe as a triangle, see? Because nobody creates. You want a house, why your house has to be square? Maybe it's round, you want just a sphere, and it does exist. In architecture, you can see people. But why we don't do this? Because it's convenient to have everyone the same. So it's exactly the same, everything I talk to you. It's exactly the same. Bit of utopia, doesn't work like this, but that's the full potential. When I talk about the subject of today, it's like, how do I reach my full potential? Maybe you will never reach for all your life, but if you can have this behavior more and more and more, it changes everything. My clothing, I dress like this, but this is not exactly how I want to dress. I hate doing this. I have to, see, but if it was my true choice, I would not choose like this. I will do like maybe, that's it, okay? But the problem with those, which I find, you just kick and just go. So you want something stays here, okay? But it's always like this. Like as an example, okay, here is something I designed with one of my friends, okay? And it's pure creativity, but I'm not able to do that. I just talk. So I say to him, I wanted to have pocket here. So when I'm in London and I've got my Oyster card, I don't have to take away the Oyster card. I just go like this. I just do this and then hop la. Like everyone has to. So me, I'm just like doot. So just to make it functional. Same when we do parkour. If you've got hoodies and you do a jump, the hoodies goes in front of your face, right? And then if we do this every single time. So I say to him, oh, how about you put something behind? So when I do this, it never goes in front. And I wanted to put it like magnet because I'm so much into, for those of you who don't know, Iron Man, something like that. So I'm so much like Tony Stark, but I'm the lowest Tony Stark ever. So you see, like it's real technology, fantastic with Jarvis. But for me, it's kind of, I felt like, yeah, I've got my suit. So literally, this is the idea, is how I can make something functional where it works. So I've got also my headphones, so I can get like this and it goes there. I took away also, you know, when you got this, so hoodies, you've got the stuff like this, like just like go in your face. You know, like the strap, you go like this. I've got none because I've never used it. Any hoodies I've got, I've never ever use it. So I say, take it off. So you see, there is none. So, but it's a creativity, but it's just baby step of creativity. And you can do this with any time. You find someone who is good at this, you can find it. But why I say that is because we're dressed in a way like you find the most convenient. You go to a shop, you say, yeah, that's the one for me. But it's not exactly if I say, okay, it can be painful if someone is not creative, but if I say, okay, what do you want exactly? Like when we do something like really exactly with measurement, exactly your size and everything, it's very tough. I spoke with one of my friends, she cannot find a dress for her. And it's happened a lot. Like, she said, yeah, but I'm shaped in a certain way that this doesn't fit with me. And she can look everywhere, there is none. Unless someone who's skilled in this, they say, okay, I'm gonna do it specially for you. And that's what I talk about, our full potential. And that's just the dress. So if you got dress, the environment, your place, like someone has got the luxury, they come in their house and then say, I don't know, you put your fingers and you recognize, and he eats the place, he put it in a warm place, exactly the warm place you like, kind of stuff like that. It's a bit too much. We're talking about the laziness when you become like this because you're doing nothing. The food just come in your mouth and you're just doing nothing. However, there is a functionality here we can literally have, talking about Tony Stark. So I would love to have this. Okay, anyway. So that's the idea. Oui?
Say something about fear. Because that could, I think that does something.
What do you want to know about fear? Now we're entering Star Wars now. The dark side of the Force. Okay, so what do you want me to know about, what do you want to know about fear?
I mean, even though you tell your kind of truth, it still sounds easy.
Yeah, I always think so. Yeah.
But, you know,
See you.
I think basically fear is stopping us from doing,
Yeah.
reaching our full potential.
Yeah.
Because if this, or if that,
Yeah.
or if this, or I don't believe in myself, and all that kind of stuff. You kind of forced yourself through a lot of fear.
Yeah.
Reaching your full potential.
Okay. For me, it's like, personally, I had a lot of fear and I always turned back to my fear. I was always like, ugh, until I discover the benefit of overcoming the fear and how it changed me. That's really what's happened to me. I did it once, and that literally gave me the confidence and the feeling of invincibility. Because, for example, vertigo was my fear, right? Once I overcome this idea of vertigo, there is nothing left there. It's like, oh, now I find the secret for my vertigo. So now, hey, my God, I find pretty cool now. Less than before. Fear is constantly in motion. Once I overcome one, I thought, yay! And here we go, another one's coming. It's very linked with possession. Like someone who's got nothing to lose, there's a strong chance that he's got less fear. It looks like, oh my God, he's got no fear because he just don't care, right? He's got no attachment to anything. The more you've got some values like children, friends, brother, husbands, like wife, like property, more you've got that and more you have fear. It's like the way of samurai. A samurai cannot go to war if he's got too much like things like, oh my God, hey, no. This is now, they have to develop the love for death, kind of. I read the book. So it's kind of stuff like that. So they've got like this strange training when they go sleeping in the cemetery and stuff like that. And they go to the more, like when there is dead people, and they just see dead people and they cut stuff for real. So to get used to with something like, with because when they go to face the fear, it's like, they don't think about anything else. So doesn't mean they can't die, but in terms of commitment and everything, they're more inclined to do everything. It's kind of like, but the one who've got everything, I've got my lovely wife, my lovely daughter, and everything. Hey, we're gonna go to war. Don't want to go to war. Okay. And then they explain to you how it's going to happen. So, no, I don't want to go. Okay. And then you won the lottery. Now you're a multi-millionaire, whatever. Oh, I want to enjoy all the stuff because maybe I can do a lot of stuff with that. Okay. Wow, what is that? So it's the same. For fear is very linked with that. Very, very linked with it's always what you're going to gain and what you're going to lose. It's always close to that. That's why sometimes you don't commit because like, hey, I've got that and I'm going to lose that for that. The brain is well made. So no, unless you shift to a different mindset and you say, it's worth it, that's where you go. That's where you go. It's always like this. Fear is like it's an illusion, but it's like a beast. But it's only works because of the possession you have. Like Bruce Lee said that a lot. It's like you need to find a way to lose everything you're attached to overcome, to go through. And it's there is a spiritual aspect there. It doesn't have to be like pretty straight, but when you understand that, you say, anything. And then also there is the work to do. It doesn't happen like, I jump in through it. There is a work, what I call accoutumance, get used to. So if I've got fear of water, I don't jump. Some people say, the technique is just, we put you there and just swim. No, you can literally go like this. Okay, put your, get comfortable. Maybe I'm going to sit down. You make sure there is nobody you don't trust going to push you anything, but you can stay here. Like I say, every Monday I come here, I put my feet on the water, and that's it. That's all I do. And there is nobody. I'm quite comfortable. Okay, and maybe you say, maybe I can try just to get there and just hold it. Like, that's nice. That's a nice try. And then after you come back and you do it again, that's nice, right? Well, that literally bit by bit, I call it waving. You go through it, and the waving technique is just like you go like wave. Sometimes you go far. Now you don't go that far. Now you go far. Further. That's how I climbed Dame du Lac, by the way. Because for so long I saw my friend climbing Dame du Lac. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to fall. I'm going to kill myself. I literally think like I'm going to fall and kill myself.
I've been there. I didn't climb it.
You see? Yeah. And the first time, I think, how would it happen? I came once. I was in front of like this. It was there. And I just look and say, hey, maybe I can go. Like it's like I can do that. No one forces me, so I just do this. Okay, and then it was quite good. And every time I come, I just do this, and I say, I can go here. And I do this. I went to the cabane. There is a middle ground. Okay, I arrived to the middle one. So, oh my God, that's cool. I'm there without any fear. I was kind of a middle, like almost in the middle. Then after, can I go to the roof of it? So that's not difficult. So you learn also the step-by-step process, but also instead of seeing the big achievement and the scariest, you look at the thing is right in front of you, just right in front of you. Don't think about project, the idea of I'm gonna climb down. That's too scary. This is literally you run back out. But because I never think about this, I just think step by step. I start to understand the process of step by step. Say, I can go there. Then when I'm there, I say, I can touch that one. I touch. So I can touch that one. And I come down. As soon as you feel like it's too much, done, enough. But I can. So each time I say, that's my highest. And sooner or later, I was on top. I was literally on top. And fear completely disappeared because I didn't bring the whole demon. I just half of it, a tiny bit of it. So a tiny bit you can. But I think for fear, if we talk about fear, you can do a tiny bit of it. Anything you want to do, you can cut in a little bit. And it's linked with why do you want to do that. If you don't know why, if you're not ready to lose stuff, very strong chance it's difficult for you to overcome. Voila.
So you talk a lot about the way that other people judges you like through life.
Yeah.
But how do you overcome that judgment from others?
It's when I realize, I call it the mirror of truth. It's when I realize, how can I say that? It wasn't very important what people think, but more in a sense like, I knew my weakness. So whatever people say, it's not a revelation I know already. Does it make sense? So for me, anything say, oh, you're so small. I know it. I know it. Oh, you've got long arm. I know it. You know, anything you can say, I've seen it and I know it. So it's not a revelation. So, and then after it's the perception, how people see you around. And for me, it's like, I just literally don't care because I was so much into a quest of finding something for me. So even people try to say something to hurt me. I think it's linked, maybe parkour did this. I think I had a treasure so important that anything else was irrelevant. Because I didn't try to shine for others, because it's everyone who tried to shine, they hide something, which for me, I was already like so insecure. So for me, it's like, insecure for insecure, I need to work out my thing. So for me, when people, especially when people laugh at me, I laugh at myself. So it's already gone. Once you laugh at yourself, there is nothing they can hold. It's just like, yeah, you're right, I've got the same. It requires some practice, but for me, it happened like this. There is nothing like in me, like I didn't know, and something like, yeah. And I was very insecure. I wasn't very insecure until I start to overcome my fear. That's when I start to overcome my fear. Oh my God, the strength I had. Then I started, I need more. It's become like, I need more. I need to understand what was my weakness, and I need to training teach me all this stuff. Because people start to recognize attribute in you, like a lot of stuff, like they start to see, oh my God, you're good at this. Oh, and then when you've got something you're good at, that's also linked with passion, you just dive into it. Because you may be not that good with this, but whoa, I've got that, you know. This is the same. This is like superpower. So you draw very well. Okay, but you're very bad at cooking. Yeah, but I draw very well. It's always counterbalance. And again, very important also, I don't have the truth. It's like, it's something I believe, it's a quest, it's a journey I'm in, but most of the time stuff I say is stuff someone else already say, and some of the stuff I believe, I'm not arguing, it's just like, like an explorer, I just like, okay, that's a nice idea, taking this, I love that, playing, I always believe in playing, so I watch my kids when they're learning their lesson in school, so, it's interesting how they do that. It's like, never say, come to the teacher and say, you know, your way of teaching is not good, you should do it different. Never. This is their stuff, their job, their stuff. For me, it's just me from a distance, like a spectator, and I watch. All I can do is work on myself, let my kids doing their experience, because I've been to school, like academic school, so it didn't work. But my daughter, she's in academic school, and we're the opposite. Okay, like Yin Yang, I was really bad, she's really good. She's like top 3 in her class. She's really, really good. So what can I say? By the way, it's not good what you're teaching. No. Let's keep on going. Let's do her own experience. I cannot come up with, even I believe what I say, this is my story, this is my experience. And maybe she's going to come to me and say something I didn't know about school. You see, that's how you learn. But if I put myself into a position of a master and she says something, I say, yeah, you know nothing, Jon Snow. No, I'm joking. You know nothing. For those who don't know, it's my reference. I should not say that. You should never put yourself in a position of like, you know everything. You just say things, and I'm sure like everything I say, because we're in an era of information. So everything I say, like you go on YouTube, whatever you go, you can find it. You can find everything. So all I'm saying is the stuff I believe, I go along with, and sometimes we connect and we clicked and we say, hey, that's interesting. So that's it. Voila. So it's finished. Good. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now I'm gonna sing because no, I'm just kidding. Voila. Thank you for listening. It's pretty long or so.
Perfect. And Sebasién, he is here for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do some workshops on Sunday. And everybody's welcome to come and just join if they want to, or just look, see how everything is, how the parkour community. Yeah, action.
Voilà. So, merci.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The chair was good. I like that chair.